Charles Primus, and I farmed all my life, and present, I'm retired now.
All right.
But I was one of the commissioners up until 3 years ago. I think 3 I resigned. And let somebody else take my place.
I'm Norman Kocher, and I was raised right south of May Chapel Church. That's where I grew up. And then I come up here, and my dad bought a farm up here in Russell Township, and I moved up here in 1960. And I farmed till 72, and in 1972 I quit farming, and I went to work for a plastic plant over at Lawrenceville that made this plastic drain tile. Worked there for 6.5 years, and I went to work for a contractor over in Indiana. I worked for him 5 years, then we started our own business. 3 of us started this business. We put up center pivot irrigation systems. We built terraces, waterways, work on levees. We put tile in. About anything else, we do a lot of things, sometimes not twice, but we'll try it one time anyway.
And you guys also like work on the levee. I've seen pictures of you like patching up things. How far do you actually like patrol the levee whenever the water gets high?
We have 26-mile levee to patrol.
Where does that start and end?
Okay, it starts up here north of Russellville, about what, 2 miles?
About 2 miles.
About 2 miles. It goes all the way down. You know where the May Chapel Church is? You know where Kings is?
Oh yeah.
Okay, right straight south of Kings is where it ends. Right, follows the river around. I mean, it follows around, see? And then you go over to the Ambraw, and it starts there by Mike Seisinger's house, and it goes all the way around to Route 1. There's about 3.5 miles of that one over there.
And what do you think was the biggest flood that you guys have witnessed over the years that you've worked for this?
Well, I can remember 1950. I mean,
Was that the biggest one?
no, the biggest one was 1943. It was bigger than that, but I wasn't here in 1943.
I remember that one. I wasn't very old, but I still lived down over the church then. And I remember it hitting the sills underneath the house,
Yeah.
you know. But any other time, the closest I ever got that house was in the road ditch across the other side of the road.
1950, the house I lived in, you just could walk around the foundation of the house, and it set up off the ground. It set on a ridge, and covered everything up right up to the foundation, filled the basement and everything. So.
Yeah. Right. So you feel like around here people are pretty prepared for floods to happen?
Some places are not really. I think the problem with the 2008 flood, they hadn't had one in 50 years.
Yeah.
And everybody forgot about it. You know, they didn't realize what could happen. And then it broke in a bad place. When Ambraw broke, they only had like 40 minutes or an hour to get out.
Yeah.
Because it was too close to their houses, see. Now, over here, we had more time. Over here, we probably had, what, 12, 24 hours?
Yeah, plus it didn't come that far north.
Yeah.
1943 and 1950, it flooded ground around Russellville. As a matter of fact, it ran down the streets in Russellville.
Well, see, it come down Route 33. It come down over there along the levee. There's a low spot over there. And it come down right here behind my house. Then it come down over on the other side of the hill. And then it went plumb over, it went plumb through north of Russellville, and it went all the way down and come over here 2 miles. There was a field plowed over there along the ditch, and whenever that water went down, you could see the plow marks. It took all topsoil off. So, you know, that water's pretty stout. It's pretty tough.
The way it broke this last time, and 8 and 11 both, was down south of it, up here, and it kind of filled in and worked back up north. Well, the river went down fairly quick both times.
Yeah.
So then it receded and went back down. But 43 and 50 had a couple breaks north of town up here, and then one just right south of town. It filled everything up here first, then run south. And they got high enough, it run over the levee down there.
Yeah.
The water come on the outside and then run over the levee going south. The opposite
Well,
direction.
50's when they blowed it, wasn't it?
59.
They
Oh,
blowed it.
well, we blew it in 59 to let the water back in.
Yeah. Was it 59?
59, yeah, it was 59 when we done that.
What did you do?
Well, it filled everything up, see, full of water, and there wasn't no way for it to get out down south. They bored holes in the side of the levee and then stuck dynamite in there and set it off.
Just blew out a section, it cut it out a little bit and then let the water down and put in a set of culverts.
Yeah.
What they put in.
So can you tell us more about like what you guys do to prevent like breaks in the levee? Like
Well, in the first place, we keep it groundhog, so they know groundhogs are beavers or something digs in the levee, because if they do, that causes the weak spots and that can cause you trouble in a hurry. And then whenever the river starts up, when it gets about 20 feet, we start patrolling. And we run that levee, and the higher it gets, the more often we patrol it. And we may have, 30 guys at a time saying we got a headquarters. And there's always somebody at that headquarters. We got sandbags filled. We got sand in different spots along the levee. So if we need sandbags, we got sand there. We get the bags there and get them filled and put on top of the levee to keep it from going over down in the bottoms, down south. But they had to move all those in boats. They had 7 boats. They hauled in, filled in boats full of sandbags and then went down the levee and took them out in the levee.